What's going on, boys? So I'm coming at y'all today with a video on why I support cold approaching, and I'm gonna give y'all some reasons, and I'm gonna give y'all some tips on how to, strengthen y'all cold approaching skills. A little background about me: I've been dating around, having at least 4 or 5 women on my roster consistently for the past 5 years. Usually I keep them on my roster for about 2-3 months, and then I'll swap them out, rotate them out, or they'll fall off or whatever. But I always try to keep 4 or 5 in my rotation at all times. Never been in something exclusive. That's not really how I like doing it. I kind of just like having my fun with different types of women just to keep things interesting. I don't want to be tied down to nobody, and it's been working out pretty well. I've seen a lot of success, and I made a lot of progress from a couple years back, because I was one of them people where I couldn't speak to women, period. I had social anxiety. Women say something to me, I start sweating, get nervous and shit, start stuttering. So came a long way now to the point where, if I get rejected cold approaching a woman, I don't even care. On to the next one. They come a dime a dozen. So that's a mindset you gotta have, okay? But listen, I jotted down my notes, so bear with me. But this is the 5 reasons why I support cold approaching, okay? So number 1, closed mouths don't get dates, right? And that's real shit. I'm telling you, real shit. Closed mouths do not get dates, okay? And what that means is, even if a girl finds you attractive, right? And say you walking by her in the grocery store or whatever, she sees you, you see her, in her mind, she thinks you're attractive, right? 9 times out of 10, she's not gonna approach you. She's not. Because number 1, women at the end of the day feel like they're the prize anyway, and a man should be approaching them, right? So that's the first reason why they're not gonna approach you. Second, women themselves are shy too. Men aren't the only ones that get shy, women are shy too. So they'll look you up and down, find you super attractive, and they won't say nothing. They won't say anything to you. They'll just be like, damn, he's fine, and keep walking. So yeah, closed mouths don't get dates. So it's up to you as the man to make that happen, okay? You gotta approach her, and she might not even be giving you no choosing signals. She might look at you once and keep it pushing, or she might not look at you at all. There was times for me personally where I done seen some real fine shit, like some real 10 out of 10, and she didn't pay me no mind. How they be, the stuck up type, fat booty, 10 out of 10 body, pay me no mind. She just walked in the gas station, did her thing, grabbed her little shit she was buying, and just kept it on pushing. So I waited for her outside, approached her, introduced myself, kept it short, sweet. Hey, how you doing? I'm such and such. Ended up getting her number. She ended up saying that I was very handsome, and I would have never thought that had I not approached her, because she treated me like I was, nothing. So that's another reason why I recommend the cold approach, because sometimes these women will find you attractive and not say a word to you. All right, number 2, rejection builds confidence, right? A lot of men are scared, terrified of rejection. And that's something you really got to grow out of. And I know how it is, because I used to be like that too. I used to be like, damn, what if she say no? Like just terrified of just the thought of somebody rejecting you. And I know how it is. It is terrifying. It's scary at first, but you can get rid of that feeling. And how you do that is you just got to jump through the fire, man. You really got to just keep getting rejected. That's the only way you can get around it. There's no like magic pill. There's no cheat code to getting around that. You just got to keep getting rejected to the point where you're numb to it, and it doesn't bother you no more. So you just keep cold approaching. You're going to get rejected, and it's going to hurt. You're going to feel like shit, but I guarantee you after a certain point in time, it's not going to matter anymore, okay? Their opinion's not going to matter, because 2 might say no, but 1 might say yes. Then 3 might say no, 2 might say yes. So cool, who cares if you get rejected? The girl you walk by in McDonald's might say yes. And then you going out, you leaving the McDonald's, and in the parking lot, you see some more shit, you approach her, she gonna say no, cool. You leave, go to Walmart, you walk in, you see some fine shit, approach her, she gonna say yes. You see what I'm saying? So it's really it's a numbers game, man. It's really a numbers game. A good quote I saw was, rejection is not a loss, it's a lesson, okay? And you just know how to move forward next time. There could be specific reasons why you get rejected too. It could be your game, how you approach. I think you'll kind of notice it too when you approach a woman and she rejects you. You can kind of tell what you did wrong. And that's why I say each rejection is a lesson, because you learn from that rejection and fix what you did wrong the first time, the second time, the third time, the 10th time, the 20th time, to the point where you're an expert in cold approaching, all right? So that's how it's supposed to go. Okay, waiting on the perfect moment is a lie. That's number 3, right? There is no perfect moment when it comes to approaching women at all. You just got to do it. There's a saying called analysis paralysis. It's basically when you overthinking so much you paralyze yourself. And that's what a lot of men do when it comes to women. They see some fine shit and they start overthinking, like, what am I gonna say? How am I gonna approach her? What kind of pickup line am I gonna use? And by the way, I'm gonna get sidetracked real quick, but pickup lines don't work. okay? And if they do work, it's on a corny ass woman. Some real fine shit, 10 out of 10, dime. Ain't no pickup line gonna work on her. Come on, man, get that corny shit out of here. You either need game or just keep it simple. All right, and pickup lines do not work. Just approach yourself, be like, hey, how you doing? I'm such and such. I just thought you were attractive. I want to introduce myself. And then let the conversation roll from there. Don't be like, hey, are you from Tennessee? Because you don't Tennessee. Man, she gonna smack the shit out you and keep it pushing. Don't no fine girl want to hear no pickup line. But my bad, I'm getting sidetracked. That's just a pet peeve of mine. I hate seeing men use pickup lines. That shit is so lame to me. But yeah, no perfect moment, okay? You see some fine shit, just go for it. If you overthink about what you're gonna say, how you're gonna approach her, where you're gonna approach her at, oh, is this the right time on at the gym? I don't know if I should do this in front of everybody. Oh, it's too many people. Man, you're gonna miss your shot. So just go for it. Just go for it. The worst you're gonna say is no. And what I tell you about rejection, okay, if one says no, cool, move on to the next one. The worst she is gonna say is no. It is not the end of the world. There is millions of women out here, okay? Come on, man. There's plenty of fish in the sea, all that good shit. So if she says no, cool. I guarantee you walk across the street, you're gonna see 5 more bad bitches. So that one bad bitch send me anything. Number 4, this is a huge one a lot of people don't realize, right? Most men are afraid of women, okay? Especially those 10 out of 10s that we looking for and we going for. They not getting approached on a daily basis. And the reason is a lot of men are terrified. They scared. You know, they see some fine shit walking by. They don't know what to do. They're intimidated, right? So you'd be surprised by how many men, approach fine women. And I know for a fact, because I don't care. You a 10 out of 10, it don't matter to me. I'm still going to approach you, right? And I ask them, I always ask them, I'm like, people probably approach you a lot, right? And they say, no, not really. Like, because their image and how they look scares a lot of men off because, like I said, they're intimidated by it. So a lot of men don't approach fine women, so you already got a good shot because they don't get approached much. Your chances are already high because if somebody approaches her, she knows that you got confidence because a lot of men don't. So you already got cool points with her on that. So look at it that way, right? You see somebody that's very attractive, in your mind you think, oh, she's out my league. Oh, I don't know if I should approach her. Think of it like that. Most men don't approach her. So if you do approach her, you're already winning in her eyes because your confidence is up here compared to most men who are down here. Number 5 kind of correlates with number 1 too, right? Most women will make the first move even if they want to. And I was talking about that earlier, right? Most women, they will look you dead in the eyes and think you are some fine shit. And they won't say nothing to you. They won't say anything. Because like I said, men aren't the only ones that get shy. Women get shy. Another reason is, like I said earlier, women think they're the prize and they shouldn't have to approach men. Whether I agree or disagree, that's a whole nother video. But that's how a lot of women move. Women are not going to say anything to you. Don't expect them to. There will be some rare situations where, somebody will run up to you and just be like, oh my God, I just think you're so fine. And that's if you got your shit together. And that's another video. You're 10 out of 10 in the looks. Your appearance is squared away. You're handsome, haircut nice, clothes nice. Just your overall appearance looks good. It's a high probability you might get approached at some point. It's very rare. Most men don't got that. So most men are never gonna get approached ever by women. So you have to take the initiative as a man, right, to make that move and approach a woman. And I know a lot of these, dating gurus, dating coaches online, they swear up and down not to cold approach. They want to wait on choosing signals. And what choosing signals pretty much is a woman indirectly telling you that they want you, right? So undressing you with their eyes, smiling at you, starting this conversation with you, just basically flirting, right? Most of these dating gurus say if they don't do that to you, don't approach them. And I think that's BS because some women are not even gonna give you choosing signals. Because like I said earlier, 10 out of 10 times, she was paying me no mind, gave me 0 choosing signals. And I had to cold approach, just straight cold approach on a whim. And hopefully, she was interested, and she was. And I ended up, getting down with it later on. So, and that was just off straight cold approach and 0 choosing signals. So this shit works. I'm telling you, cold approaching works. You just got to build the courage to do it. And the only way to do that is just by doing it. I be telling people all the time, there's no cheat code for cold approaching. There's no magic pill that you take to be, this cold approach master. You know what I'm saying? You just got to do it over and over and over and over and over again. To the point where you're not scared of rejection anymore. You don't care what she says. She could look you dead in your face and be like, ew, you ugly as fuck. Cool, I'll take that. And go cold approach the next woman, and she'll actually go and give you your number. So, you know, bottom line is cold approaching works, okay? You just gotta go about it the right way. And I'll make some more videos later on what you should say to women, how you should cold approach, because there is a wrong and a right way. And I kind of teased a little preview of what I'm gonna talk about in another video. The wrong way to cold approach a woman, and that's, you know, pickup lines. That's one of the many wrong ways you can cold approach a woman. But I'll make a whole separate video on that. But yeah, those are my 5 tips on why I think, you know, cold approaching is a must and it should be implemented more. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. How y'all feel about cold approaching? Do you cold approach? Are you against cold approaching? I want to know how y'all feel about that. Let me know what you think. And also let me know what other videos y'all want to see. Again, I come with a lot of experience when it comes to dating women. I've dated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women. So, you know, I know what I'm talking about. So let me know what y'all, any advice y'all need, want, what y'all want to see me talk about, and I'll make a video about it. Peace.